In-depth coverage of the closing of Memorial Hospital continues now. Joining us live in studio, Attorney General Peter Kilmartin. Thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Patrick. Pleasure to be here.
Let's talk about what's going on in Pawtucket. I know a city near and dear to your heart, and about what's going on at Memorial Hospital.
Memorial Hospital near and dear to my heart. It's the ER that I've gone to my whole life. And needless to say, I was as caught by surprise yesterday as I think anyone. We all knew there were problems there, but I think the closure was unanticipated. The mayor's office and I have been in contact. I think he's spoken to Channel 12 about that, and hopefully we will get together today and move this forward. It's a long process. There's something called the reverse CON, certificate of need. That could be up to a 100-day process through the Department of Health. And you know, we will assess as we move along what was done, what wasn't done. Is there justification for this? And you have to remember, there are over 700 people who work there. I was at an event in Burrillville last night for the Law Enforcement Awards. 2 people who work there came up to me. Wow. Yeah, and it's really hitting people at home. I've had doctors already call me who know me that have worked there for decades, concerned, and giving anecdotal information, which is helpful to my office as we do our evaluation. We want to hear all sides of this issue as we move forward to hopefully properly address it, save those jobs, and most importantly, save the health care for that community. And
the issue of sexual harassment, sexual assaults, big in the news this week. And there's the producer out in Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein, that all came out this week. Now, State Rep Teresa Tanzi talking about experiences, telling the Providence Journal she was told by a colleague that sexual favors would allow her bills to go further. I mean, is this something that you believe? Is it something that's on one of the front burners here? This is a big accusation.
This is a very big accusation, and I commend Rep. Tanzi for coming forward and having the courage as a victim for bringing this to light. That is not easy for any victim. So first and foremost, I don't even look at Teresa Tanzi, who is a friend, as a rep, but as a victim first and foremost. So she clearly will empower victims, especially if that is going on in a more pervasive way at the State House. It will encourage others to come forward. Yesterday I reached out to the Colonel of the State Police because we do look at Rep. Tanzi as a victim, and while we would never compel anyone to give us information, we at least want to have a conversation with her. We want to at least make her available to all of the resources available to all victims. But she clearly is a strong woman, and I commend her for coming forward. And if it shines the light of the day on this issue and helps make this a better state, all the better, and it's all because of her.
Certainly. You join more than a dozen other attorneys general in suing the Trump administration.
Yet again.
Yet again. Talk about this latest issue.
The latest issue is actually suing Secretary DeVos about for-profit colleges. This has been an ongoing issue since I've been Attorney General. The highest profile one was Trump University, who was sued by the state of New York, the AG Snyderman there. And basically what it is these for-profit colleges, they take people's money, they make promises, but they also under an obligation to have something called the gainful employment rule, meaning at the end you can get a job based on the education you just received. Well, Secretary DeVos, without hearings, without anything, pretty much threw that aside, and it really is just in the pocket of for-profit hospitals, for-profit educational higher ed, and you know, we are now fighting that because the scams will happen, and this opens the door to them.
All right, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You're gonna have a busy day today.
Yeah, usually I come in here, I'm a little jocular. Today's not a good day.
It's all right. Thank you, Peter, and you'll see this interview in its entirety once again on our website, WPRI.com, later today.